It smells like Team Spirit will be taking on ENCE in a best-of-1 here to round out the first round of games for the EU RMRB, live from the PGL studios in Bucharest. I'm, of course, joined by the wonderful Davey as we get into our fourth and final matchup of the day.
And this is the one we were waiting for, too. This is the one when we looked at it, you know, we came in here, we see the schedule, and we're like, ooh, to end off our day, and Spirit, to finish off the last of those first-round matchups. This is a spicy one. ENCE been on a heater lately. They've been totally picking up their form. They've been fantastic, and you can never count out the guys from Spirit.
No, Spirit, a very exciting team to watch, and one that is an absolute fan favorite for a lot of our viewers at home, right? People like seeing Spirit succeed. People want to see them do well because they have so much talent, and it's such a cool story of how that roster kind of came together, the way that they evolved and eventually found themselves in the position they're in. What's the position you're in now? What's
I'm all the way back here now.
You're just moving away?
Yeah. I just saw, you know, I just want to get closer to the sign right there.
Oh yeah.
That is definitely here that I don't need to look at the screen to be able to point to appropriately.
No, that was nice. Good lineup on that.
It's right here. This is the whole sign.
Over there.
Yep. I could just pick it up right now, but I'm not going to because then the people who built the set behind me would be upset with me.
Hang on, trying to like. There you go. There he is. All right. Good stuff, Davey. But yeah, an exciting best of one that's going to be coming up. We should talk a little bit more about the two teams that we've got here, though, of course. More so for me, looking at the side of Spirit, I'm really glad we get to see them on a B stream here for this game, because both of these teams are going to be praying that they win this matchup. You want to go into that 1-0 bracket, specifically now knowing that you kind of have the piranhas of G2 waiting down in the 0-1 side of things. If you get that draw, mate, it would be awful.
Yeah, dude, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, man, whoever loses now, they know that there's the chance they actually get G2 in the 0-1 game. Now, I don't exactly understand how the reseeding system works because I'm kind of like just very simple, you know. I just don't really understand the whole like Buchholz system stuff. So I honestly I can't be bothered trying to explain it, but I know that if you do drop down, there is a chance you get paired up against G2.
Yeah, one of those teams will have to face against G2. That's the simplest way to put it. So obviously winning your game is the only way you avoid that being a potential outcome. Now, the Spirit Boys looking quite reserved there on the hype intro. Nothing too ridiculous, just quite stoic, quite simple. And the one thing we can say is that they will not be looking reserved or simple or basic when it gets into the actual game. They'll be definitely dealing huge blows.
Yeah, and Spirit, I mean, I'm just taking a look at the last time these teams have played against each other, and they've only played once, according to HLTV, and ENCE won 2-0, but that was all the way back in like October of last year.
Okay,
no, actually,
so
I think
that's... Time ago.
Yeah, it is October. Okay, yeah, October of last year. Long time ago.
Yeah, that's a while back, but these are the ENCE boys on
August.
your screen. August?
Yeah, I got the month completely wrong.
Months,
I know, dude. It's the I don't know, man.
Just confused.
Stop yelling at me.
My bad. But here we go. And, oh, God, he took the camera out with that swing. He's sniping with the LED bar. It's all happening.
Sheesh.
God damn. Watch the camera.
Really? Dude, you guys are violent. I'd be scared. Oh, my. Oh, look at that. Oh, the gun show.
Oh, and the guitar. It's not a guitar, it's a light.
Oh, big thumbs up. Did you see that? Is it snappy? Just
the
thumbs up,
quick
smile.
Thumbs up. Hell yeah. We saw a bit of ENCE, obviously, quite recently with some of the qualifiers we've been doing. And they did look very impressive. It feels like this entire roster's now started to click together. Yeah. And everyone's kind of found their form.
Yeah, no, they've had some big performances recently, and you can tell, you know, like I said, they're starting to gel together now. They really have starting to develop that identity of how they like to play.
They are indeed. But let's develop what map we're going to be getting. Let's have a look at the veto. Ooh, okay, Mirage.
Oh, that's interesting. I did not think we were going to be going to Mirage. So Spirit has played it 8 times in the last 3 months with only a 38% win rate. And ENCE's, they've played it a ton, 17 times, but only the 53%. I'm a little surprised to see ENCE banning. These vetoes are just a little bit strange. The Dust 2 and the Nuke ban makes sense for Spirit because those are ENCE's 2 best maps stats-wise, right? And then the vetoes, this is okay, this is cool. This is cool. I'm surprised Spirit didn't decide to play Overpass instead of Mirage, since they are just more successful on Overpass, but hey, up to them, I guess.
It is. Yeah.
Mirage sort of, I mean, I guess Mirage sort of adds a little bit more of that random aspect to it.
I think so. I don't know, man. I think this is probably, I'd say, one of the more curious picks out
Yeah.
of it. I do want to say that I think Spirit definitely have a fighting chance going into this, but now this is more that I think there is a possibility here that obviously ENCE could actually pick up a bit of an upset win against Spirit. My money would have been on Spirit overall, but now we've got Mirage. I think it's actually a lot closer.
You know, I was going to favor ENCE in this one.
Okay.
The Mirage sort of.
What are you thinking?
I don't know. My brain, it's not working.
I am confused.
It's
I'm
not
scared.
working. I'm not sure. I think I'm still going to favor ENCE. I think overall they're more on form lately. They are the better team, I think, just generally, at least at the moment. So yeah, I think ENCE is probably going to be able to pick this one up. But CIS players on Mirage, never know.
You never know. You never really know how it's going to go. But of course, like we were saying, it is going to be Mirage for this one. I feel like Spirit might actually be able to pull out the win. I'd say, honestly, for my money, Spirit have been one of the more impressive teams at times, especially in best of one matchups like this.
Sure.
It feels like they just come out swinging and they play with a hot hand and they're able to get into it. In terms of the sides they're starting off on, ENCE will be on the CT side and Spirit will be over on the T side for the kickoff on the pistol. This is the fourth best of one of the day here for the B stream. Off the back of this, once the game's concluded in the A stream, we'll know what our round 2 draws are and we'll run it back with another 8 best of 1. So keep it locked here on the PGL Twitch channels all day for some exciting stuff in the EU RMR B. We're into the pistol.
And it's a slow default here from the T side. No kits being purchased by ENCE, and they're just dedicating 3-2, just 2 in B, 3 in A. It's bold to play like this without a kit because if they do decide to go B and your B players don't win out on the trades, if they don't land the multi-frags, then it's almost impossible to retake. But Deha now, he wants to go over towards window. Smoke coming out for the T's. That's the only one they have on the map. That's going to go out towards top connector, and you can see Patsy's thinking about jumping up into window. Deha wants a spot for info. He finds the bomb and finds the opening kill, but Chopper answers back immediately.
Deha. A nice opening pick. Patsy, he's on the stairs. Looking to try and punish. Hades holding, but he'll go down to the underworld as Magix will be able to get the flick off. Madden runs out of ammunition and he will be a little bit upset about that. So it's all on to the last 2 CTs. Problem is, thinks he's gone and Snappy will be mopped up by Patsy the Punisher, who hard commits to the kill and takes Spirit's first round on the pistol.
They just weren't able to land their shots. That's really what it came down to. ENCE had plenty of opportunity to bring out those USP shots at them, right? It wasn't for a lack of opportunity that they lost that round. They just weren't able to hit the shots. Team Spirit did, so they start the T side up 1-0. We are going to see the force back immediately from ENCE. 2 scouts in play. That's Hades and Deha, the Polish power duo. The scout, first one, takes a shot, lands onto Patsy. He's looking for more now. He goes forward. Molotov is going to force Madden to drop his smoke, but he doesn't care about that. Hades has found the kill. Siren does trade back, though. The walk-up ramp is able to find the opening pick. They need to drop this smoke out. They're actually going to re-smoke him under Valk, and the spam has got him right in the head, so he's been dinked down to 34 HP.
Alarm bell sounding for Siren. As he's suspicious about where the CTs can be. Deha, he's got a pixel peek looking into the palace and waiting to try and punish with this scout. But he repositions. That was back through the murder hole. And focuses his attention towards CT just as the utility is coming in from the T's of Team Spirit. They're going to go for the fight on the ramp, and Deha misses the opening shot. Siren cuts his way through him. Madden on the Deagle, flicks up, trying to reposition, but Magix with 2 makes ENCE disappear, and it all goes down to Snappy in a 1v3 with just a hand cannon.
Yeah, Spinks tried to run through that smoke to help his team out, but couldn't land the shot. Snappy now, he's pushing forward, and that is a snappy shot from him. Headshot found, can he get the second? He can't. Magix, 3 kills for him on the round. The force buy from ENCE, not working out. Team Spirit secure their second. Crucial second as well. When those force buys come out, it's always dangerous, it's always risky. The double scouts, I mean, they get some tags out. Everyone else has deeks, 1 scout shot, 1 deek shot, and it's over.
Dude, with how Snappy hit that first shot as well, the way he kind of flipped into it, it looked like it was like a Giga Deagle. It had like more damage than the normal Deagle. It looked really strong.
Probably was.
Yeah, Snappy. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he's got an illegal Deagle in the back pocket. Siren though, he's going to be able to keep things calm as he finds the frag against Madden. Deha will fall. SMG cuts his way through him. Chopper Just fragging everyone at middle, making a bit of money on the SMG. Patsy as well, spots another player out towards jungle, and all in all, Team Spirit set for 3 rounds.
Yeah, that one was pretty clean, at least so far. Sort of ran at him, shot him. No armor, really.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right.
Every time. Every time I speak.
Yeah, if I speak, I'm in big trouble.
If I speak, I am in trouble. So.
I thought maybe he'd get one more, but not for Spinks. He does fall. It's just Snappy with that big deagle compared to the normal deagle. See, there's more damage. Headshot there onto Patsy. I told you, it's definitely some kind of cheeky deagle he's got there. And Chopper goes down to the bomb plant as well.
Did he get an AK?
Ooh,
No, he didn't
rough.
get any gun. The bomb explosion just blasting that AK over to the far side of window, so he wasn't able to get it. But still, 3 kills. I mean, that's huge for the economy. Team Spirit gonna have a lot of rebuys now. Snappy might want to consider just sticking to the Deeg for this half because he's just hitting everything.
It just kills. He really is just hitting some sick taps with it. Impressive performance, but they will have the buy to play with now. Orb out for Hades. Will the Lord of the Underworld be able to find some frags over the top of this smoke? There is a boost up for Dexter as well. He's just watching towards Connector for now. Mid's going to be relatively given up, especially as D-Half fights towards Underpass and is slain by Siren. This causes the rotate back around. Hades! Ooh, tried to line it up, would have got the trade if he hit the shot, but instead he has to run away, which is 50 HP now. So mid control, that's now the domain of Team Spirit.
And starting off this game very slow. They're just not hitting their shots. That's really what it's come down to. The pistol came down to that. Even on the second round force, it was a similar thing. I mean, Hades missing the scout shot ticket. You know, they're just not hitting their shots right now. And even into this round, D-Haw and Underpass can't land the kill. Right there, the swing up from Madden does find the headshot onto Chopper, but it's not the frag. And there, Spinks just misses. Yeah, like he didn't even land a bullet on Magix. You know, the ENCE is just starting this one off slow. Maybe the warm-up was bad, maybe the sleep was bad, who knows. But either way, they are not on point right now. Snappy's been the only one, really, to land any amount of kills. And that was just, while they were exiting the bomb site after they had won the round. So it's like, yeah, not a great start mechanically from ENCE.
No. Whereas Team Spirit, they're hitting some great reactive shots. Chopper, he's been so annoying into this game already. The Mac 10 frags that he was finding, you're going to be frustrated against. The shot he hit there as well, really, really big.
Little Vegas Squadron throwback. Classic.
It really made me laugh one time, obviously, being in San Jose. Because, you know, obviously their hockey team is the Sharks, right? And it was just when Vegas Squadron were kind of like getting like a lot of hype behind him and people were excited to watch him. It was like, oh, this is sick, right?
Right.
So I just saw all these people running down the street wearing Sharks jerseys. So I recorded the video of like 100 different people with Sharks outfits. It was like so weird that California's just full of Vegas Squadron fans.
They tricked you.
Yeah.
Tricksy.
Clues abound that this is going to be an A play. Madden with the MP9. He's giving away his position. When he's blind, he's dead. D-Hop, he just spam back through the smoke. Pops Patsy. Leaves him in a 4v4. Chopper, he's also slain. All right, here we go. CT side waking up for ENCE.
And nobody's reacted to go grab that bomb, so the smokes are going to fade. And the bomb is just down in no man's land. It's right there in the middle of the site. They don't have any smokes now to isolate it, so this should be the round going the way of ENCE, unless Siren and Dexter can do something absolutely ridiculous. And should be able to pick this one up. There's no way for them to go get the bomb right now. The crossfires are in, and they know exactly where he is. Nade dropped on top of his head. He's down to 62 HP. And what is the play going to be for Spirit now? There's 50 seconds left. They have a ton of time, but it's going to be so difficult for them. And now Dexter drops it. His Siren into 1 versus 3. 1 versus 4 even. He gets 1, but that's it. So the spam through the smoke from D-Haw ends up winning them the round because Spirit just doesn't react in time at all. They need, as soon as that bomb goes down, you got to go grab it. Get that bomb planted before the smokes are gone.
Couldn't be done. And ENCE, using the smokes to their advantage there, finally get their footing on the CT side of this Mirage matchup. It is a best of one for anyone that's only just joining us. This is our last game of the first round of matchups for the RMRB. So a lot riding on this one. Hades, he wants to stop the ride out towards middle. Same play we saw before. Dexter, yet to get into the game yet, 0-3 at the minute. Second time he's had the AWP in his hands, and he does go for the totem pole play towards middle. Same sort of reaction from ENCE. They drop the smoke. We see the wrap off from the AWP of Hades, and he's getting back towards the B site, giving up window control to Diha.
Yeah, he rotates that AWP over. He's inside of the market, just holding for the cross. Any walk up, any sort of aggressive play by Team Spirit would be punished. But there's nobody there. It's just one man deep in the TV room, and he's actually going to fall all the way back. So it is the 3-2 split now, and they are going to be going towards A, right? That's where the bomb is. There's 3 players in mid. Are they going to rotate back around and go for the execute, or are they going to try to scale through middle and come up connector? That is the question. There's one player tucked away in sandwich, and Madden is jump spotting from ticket, so he's actually going to be trying to bait for Spinks right now and hope that he doesn't get cleared. If the execute comes in, sandwich should be cleared, if it's the execute. If they go for a contact or a split through connector, it might not be.
Time's going to be really tight on this one. They do want to execute out through connector and go for the split push onto the A site. Sphinx in a prime position to try and punish, but he's been spotted through Palace, and Magix will be able to land the tap with the AK. Diha re-aggresses towards Chopper and leaves him in the 4 versus 4. Madden towards the site, close towards triple, gets a good time. Backline spams into the rear of Patsy with 10 seconds left. They're planting the bomb! He tags him, but he still gets the bomb down. Siren, lucky that he actually does find that. Trader flashes as well. Magis peeks out. Big tag onto Diha. He's only got 7 HP. And the CTs, they might have to call this one quits. Although Hades, he hits the adjustment. Slays against Siren. Dexter and Magis, the only 2 Ts left alive here, but with not too much time left and only the 1 kit in the back pocket, they're backing off.
Yeah, this absolutely should be the save. You can't, like you said, 7 HP, 48. They do have a kit, but it's like, how are you supposed to get into the site? How are you supposed to get the defuse off? Going to be impossible. They back up. They save it. Hold on to their guns for the next round. The money's decent. They are still on a huge bonus, right? Because they had lost so many in a row. That 1 round win now doesn't fully reset you like it used to. I mean, that change has been around for a while, but still. There's some people who only come and watch CS when it's major cycle time, so maybe they haven't. Maybe they hadn't caught on.
True.
Yep.
Group folk that come and get involved.
Because everyone loves Counter-Strike. Such a good esport.
The best.
The GOAT.
It is. It is indeed. Meanwhile, over on the A stream, seems like Sprout leading by 1 round against Copenhagen Flames.
Oh, I wonder if that was like a pistol round win and then first gun round and then the Flames have won 3 in a row, or if it's been back and forth. Or what if the Flames won the pistol, they went up 3-0, and now Sprouts won 4 in a row.
Who knows?
HLTV does. I'm going to go check.
Meanwhile, in our game here, Team Spirit leading with 4 rounds of edge over the top of ENCE. 5-1 split as we get into the 7th. Smoke out on mid-window early. Hades, he pulls off the jump onto short. There is a gap on the left-hand side of the smoke as well. He's watching on the right-hand side towards Delpam. And the T's are actually pushing up, relatively aggressive towards B. Chopper comes running in for the hit on short. Hades should find this, and he will.
Yeah, that's the first free kill. They're now going to run into the B site, and Hades is still here. He's got the spot on the window. He has the line, and how are they supposed to cross? They don't have the utility. They jump out trying to bait the shot, but it doesn't work. He holds his nerve as Hades gets 4. Diha finishes it off with the last one, but the offer from ENCE coming up massive here on the CT side. Finding 4 frags, that first one in ladder, rotates over, just holds the window. There's no smokes to isolate him. They haven't pushed him off. There's no nades. So he just gets to ring out shots for free as ENCE are going to take their first tack.
Yeah, heroic defense there from Hades. Exactly what you'd want. Big plays from the sniper. ENCE taking a pause as well. But he's working key connections. Looked like he was on for the ace.
But then his scummy teammate stole it from him.
I know, ridiculous.
Spinks. More like spit.
Is that the best you could do on that one?
You know, because steal my ace.
Yeah, no, yeah, I get you. I get you.
Look, I wouldn't say it was my best.
It was okay.
That was fine.
Yeah, like, it's acceptable.
It might not have even been Spinks either. I just targeted him.
You
I
just
don't know
went
why.
straight for him.
Yeah, I
man,
did.
eh?
I just went straight. I think it was him, but it might not. No, it was actually Diha, I think. Because I remember, I thought that it was the Polish people got all the kills. So I think it was Diha. My apologies, Spinks. Diha, more like spit.
There you go. Even better. What a banger. Okay, so they're actually going to fight towards middle a little bit more here as well. You've got Magic's pushed up, watching towards underpass. And the Orpa Hades, he's done the short jump again. He's ready for the fight. They're just running in towards B. Siren has the Tech 9. Makes a lot of noise. They back off, trying to play the mind games against ENCE here.
What if it was Spinks?
Now you're just not sure.
What if it was, man? Like, what if I was just wrong the whole time? Or accidentally right?
I'm sure everyone would be angry no matter what. So
That's so true.
yeah.
Talk about the game.
So anyway, our favorite type of leg you.
Ooh. Flash clear, Snappy with a Beans banishing plays. He's going to be able to find 2 free frags. Madden gets 1 onto Dexter as well. And it is easy pickings here. Team Spirit not really able to react too much into the round. Last 2 players left alive. Do you have the AKs? Imagine Chopper. Oh, they have been pretty good for this team as well. And Chopper keeps it going. Finds the head of Hades. 20 seconds left on the clock. If they could maybe isolate these CTs, there might be an opportunity for them. Snappy playing towards under though. They need to clear it out. They've got to win out on a fight towards jungle as well. And it's their D-Har with a double. And that's the round for ENCE.
Yeah, the AK from Diha just landing both of those headshots in the end. The mid setup working exactly as intended. It was perfect. They find all the opening picks. The flash into underpass for Snappy. Look at him peeking behind the molly. They just can't even see him. I don't even know how he sees them. Oh. Right.
Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So no money for Team Spirit. Much like a rundown fairground, there's just not a lot to go on.
They don't even have the flash. They're all just grouping up Palace with Dexter lurking top mid with a P250. The run boost comes out. Chopper scaling down. He's going to be bottom of connector. And actually, no. Not allowed. Good job, man. Keep watching that. No. Okay. 2 kills for them. I mean, the only investment into this was the $300 on the P250. They've already found 2 kills. 1 more would be absolutely massive. The pre-fire's in from Dexter. And no, he can't make this happen, Jack. He doesn't have the armor. The bomb is down in A. And Dexter now finds himself in the 1 versus 2. This would be absolutely ridiculous if he pulls this off.
It would be sheer shenanigans if he's somehow able to find his way to get this round over the finish line. Even the damage he's done alone now is worth its weight in gold. And he's going to reface back round towards connector. Potential to find himself a 1v1 here. Hades is the player tucked in the tight right towards connector. And he's just watching for the walkout on short. Dexter's going to go up and in over the ladder room. And round the back. 35 seconds left. He'd have to make noise if he wants to go for this. So he won't really run the risk. I mean, if he wants, I suppose you could hold on to what you've got. Doesn't have armor, though.
Yeah, but the bonus they're going to get next round is going to put him up to, I think, 47, maybe 48. So he would actually have more money left over if he saves what he has right now, buys the head armor and 2 flashes, right? Because if he buys the head armor and 2 flashes, he has 900 left in the bank. If he goes for it and dies, and then he goes for the full buy next round, he'll have 0 left in the bank. So it's actually worth it to save the AK here. There's rare occasions where on T side, it's like genuinely, you're going to have more money by saving, and this is one of them. See, yeah, because he's just down to 23 now. He buys the head armor. He can get the 2 flashes out, and he's going to have more money left over than everyone on his team, which is significant because then if they lose this round, or even if they win this round, he's going to have those extra funds to be able to buy the op.
So it's all worked out in the end. And it also means you've got a couple of rebuys that now have to come in from ENCE when they thought they were going to have a clean round out of that. But absolutely did not happen. All off just the back of the 1P250.
Yeah, very good round. 3 kills. Bring the gun over. Is Dexter even going to buy the flashes? He might not. Okay, there it is. Just the 1. Actually, gets it dropped over to him. And now he decides to give it back.
Take this flash.
That was a gift. How could you do this? Yeah, so he's actually just saving his money. Maybe he's going to be entering in this round, or they have some strat where he doesn't need the flashes. He's going to be going forward. So he doesn't waste the money on it, and that 1,300 could make all the difference. This is the fast A play, and they're straight out. Magix opens it up onto Madden as Hades is going to back off middle. There is the lurk there. There's lurks across the whole map. That's just created space.
Siren, he's walking up on B. They're trying to find a position to peek onto here. Snappy, back towards the bench. Siren, he's clearing it out. He's looking for any leeway. His teammates are going to be smoking towards middle as well. They're quite heavy grouped up in T-spawn at the minute. He's gone into the site, but he needs to find his frag, and he will. Snappy shut down. Now Team Spirit can wrap into the B site if they want to go for a late round play. Siren will tuck in towards E-box as well and try and hold against Hades, but he's got a clear line of sight to try and punish on the players coming in.
He is posted up. Misses the shot, though, as they jump across. He's going to push forward. He will clear out Siren. That's going to be the kill. Going back the way of the T's, and the swing out from Deha. He finds them both. The bomb is planted, but Magix is on the other side of the map, and Dexter's the only one here. The defuse is coming out. The smoke is down. The Molotov's not going to be able to do it. And ENCE somehow, in that round, bring it all the way back and tie us up 5-5.
Madness. Absolute madness. Great reply from Deha. He runs in and just charges in. You know, commands the round back in favor of ENCE. Really, really beautiful play there. And that's rough. With the way it was going, Team Spirit, they found an opening pick on each one of the sides. It looked like they were in a great spot to secure the round, but the hard commit on the spray from Deha puts him 11-6 in the game. Oh, Hades, he arrives at middle. It felt like he was going to win out on that frag, but Dexter downs him with the AWP. Madden playing close towards Connector as well. Could be in for a rude awakening. The CTs, they're in good angles to combat against this. Snappy and Spinks, they take down a player each, and it's just 3 Ts remaining now.
And bomb is dropped on short. Madden has the line on it. He knows where it is. Snappy finds another one over in B. That was the lurker of Siren. He's taken down trying to cross the windows. So Snappy inside of the B site has held this down. The in-game leader leading by example. And it is Madden. He knows there might be a player in the smoke. He's going to find Patsy. And Dexter, despite finding the opening now, he is helpless. Again, he's tucked away towards the chair. He's going to back up towards top middle. That smoking window is going to allow him to escape and almost lands the tag through the wall, actually. Remember, bomb is still down over towards ladder. And Madden knows he has the opening. He knows that there's space for him here to push through into A. So that's exactly where he's going to go. Snappy's done the same thing into upper B. So they're giving up control of the bomb, but taking control of the lines back to the site. So even if he gets the bomb, he's not going to be able to grab it and run towards one of the bomb sites, right? That's the goal here.
So Dexter, again in a spot where saving is the best case scenario for him. He's going to be holding, a little bit paranoid about someone pushing up from the rear. Overall though, it seems like he will go through it relatively unscathed, but ENCE will now take the lead. So it's going to go 6-5 here with ENCE finally getting themselves into the driving seat on the CT side of Mirage.
Yeah, back and forth. Team Spirit built up that early lead. ENCE has now battled back. They have a lead of their own now, and the money's decent for them. They've been keeping quite a few players alive. Yeah, look at that. 5 in a row for the CTs. That previous one, too, that defuse where Deha just jumped out of market, finds both players inside of the site. And Spirit was so spread out. They assumed ENCE was going to be going for a save in a 3v5, but ENCE goes for it. They are rewarded for their boldness. This time, Deha being very bold. Last time he wasn't rewarded for that one, as he's going to run away, and a crucial miss from Dexter. They've done that boost 3 times now. He's waited up there for like 20 to 30 seconds every single time they've done it. He's never even seen an opponent. And then he has a free kill and just misses.
It's also like his mouse looks so... It was like he was doing little circles, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. He just wasn't ready for the peak to come out from the right side, I think.
He just felt so off-put.
Yeah.
It doesn't hit the shot. ENCE have been racking up all the rounds back to back to back as well. So you need to find something to slow them down here on the T side. T's grouping back up towards the B site. Passy, he's locking down towards underpass. Chopper's at top mid. Chopper's been a big set piece for this team. He's been the one hitting the hefty openers and creating space. Oof. Space created at middle though in favor of Spinks. He finds Patsy and Snappy. Tucked into the close angle by the settee. He could rinse them with his AK. He's going to hit him pushing up, finds the first frag, bomb drop, they try and reply. Siren with a headshot, says goodnight, but Sphinx, he's at the back of the bomb site now, tucked in behind the bench. Close angle spotted as well for Hades, and they both find a frag apiece. Dexter, again, forced to save.
Oh, and again, he's just got to run away with this op. No way for him to get into the round. There just wasn't enough time left. Honestly, there's just no way. So his money, he's had the op every round, but he hasn't had any money. And Spirit has been kind of forcing around it also, which has been a bit of a problem for them. Even here, they might be baited to force into this again because Siren has 43. They can get Galils on the rest of the players. They might be baited into forcing around this op again.
And then we'll see the AWP at top mid.
Yeah, see the op at top mid.
Yeah.
Boosted up in connector, yeah. Or 4 connector, I should say.
It's an interesting one. Does feel like we've got a bit of a tactical timeout here, though.
Yep.
Coach getting involved, speaking to the side and seeing what they can figure out. We'll see what needs to change. But the game is live once again.
And they have gone for the eco. Well, half buy. You know, pistols and armor and such.
Yeah, Deagle's around the AWP.
Yeah.
A little bit of armor here on players that can afford it. Magis with no head armor, but won't really matter.
No, that'll be fine.
Ooh, we just bought a Tech 9 as well.
I don't know if he gets one tapped this round.
That would suck.
Yeah.
Okay, this is better from Dexter. I like the response here. Take the AWP towards ramp early, see if you can find a first pick.
Surprised they didn't go for a boost, though. Not only because they love boosts, but the boost towards ramp. Like, that pick is actually a really good one. Oh.
Okay, so this is rough. Madden swings out, hits the headshot onto Siren. Patsy's going to be punished by Spinks, and now it is basically just Dexter in a position to really do anything. Towards mid, you've got Chopper going through the window, though. Okay, maybe he can open this round up. He's going to try and get through the murder hole. The timing's not going to work too well, but he still lands the shot. Bullet to the back of the head for Spinks. He's brought him down to 9 HP. And Deha's here.
And because of Deha's position, he knows that he hasn't come back out middle, so they have to be aware of the flank through the vent. Right? They know that he could be in CT spawn at this point. But no one's looking at it, actually. Hades hasn't even turned. So maybe they don't know he could be in the vent somehow? I don't know what's going on. No one's looking at it. Hypothetically, if Chopper had pushed through into CT, he would just have a free kill on Hades for like 20 seconds right there.
There was also a very nice bomb recovery from Magisk.
Mm-hmm.
Magix, even. He runs up, grabs it, throws it back. Oh! All right, see you later, Snappy. He thought he had the perfect time in there to find a frag. Problem is, he gets shot by the AWP, but they're also low. Chopper still dealing damage with the Deagle, and it comes down to just Deha to stop it. If he's able to find both of the kills, the timing might not work. He's being flanked from the left-hand side. That's Chopper in the 1v2. 9 seconds left. He has to kill him quickly, and then plant the bomb. Won't happen. Deha with a fast adjustment. 14-7. As he finds 3 frags in the round and keeps ENCE in the winning position.
And no bomb plant for Spirit means that Dexter's a little low on cash, right? Because he was down to just $0 back, like round after round. He wasn't getting any money because he just kept saving the op. So he's going to be relegated to the Galil. They won't have the op into this one. And Deha here with the massive play. Dexter's here again, holding for the CTs to rush the ramp, I guess. Window smoke missed, or was blocked, as all the kills are going the way of ENCE. So this is just falling apart very quickly. Actually, someone did drop the op over to Dexter. I think that must have been Siren. He had the extra money for it. But even still, it's 2v5, and ENCE just got every single kill across the entire map. And Spirit missed a window smoke. So you know there's just tragic scenes going on in the dead chat right now.
Yeah, not really how you'd want things to go. And what's terrifying is this is probably again going to be Dexter attempting to save the AWP until the last round of the half.
Yeah, that's true. Because no one's going to be able to buy one for him next round.
Yeah. He's got his James cosplay on.
That's pretty true. Yeah, he's 6-6. This happened, actually, yeah, the exact same thing happened with James on Inferno the other day.
Yeah.
When they lost to, oh shit, who'd they lose to?
Remembers.
I can't, so many games,
so much
dude.
CS in the past
so
2
many
weeks.
games.
Like, I don't know, man. We've done like 100 maps or whatever.
It was
Who
on
really knows?
Inferno, I know that. And it was the game that sent them either to the 1-2 or to like the 0-1 or something like that.
Ooh, no save for Dexter this time. James saves. Hades kills that though, as he hits the shot onto Magisk. Magix. God.
Magix is so weird to say.
Such a weird name, isn't it?
I know, especially because you're so used to Magisk.
Yeah.
Because he's just been around for so long that Magix is just difficult.
Put the Magix in the name. Either way, ENCE, they're just running away with things now on the CT side. They've been racking up an awful lot of rounds, 9 to be precise. And there isn't much money for Team Spirit now to round 15. You're looking at a couple of Galils, the 1 AK, Mach 10 on Siren.
The amount of professional players I've seen miss the short jump in this event so far is stunning.
Snappy behind a bench. They're running out. Sphinx hits the first head even when he's blind. Molotov gives away the position to the player behind the van as well, so they know exactly where he is. He hard swings out with the SMG. Siren does go down to the AWP at Hades, and Sphinx, he's able to overwhelm them. All on the Galil for Magix. Gets a little bit gory, but it still will be a 10-5 half in favor of the CT side of ENCE.
And ENCE was down 5-1. They won 9 rounds in a row on their CT side. Once they got the guns, once they got the economy, there was no answer from Spirit. We saw some close rounds. We saw some moments where Spirit was able to get into it. But in the end, it was just ENCE running away with the second part of that first half. That's a nice shot from Sphinx, too, actually. Very, very small thing to look at there. I hate it when that happens.
It's rough. But this has been a pretty clean half from ENCE. You've got the 5-round advantage to work with. Pistol round. Potentially could decide an awful lot of how this game is going to go, though. We are sending it live now. ENCE looking like they want to go for maybe a fast play here towards the B side, potentially getting contact as they do slow it down once they get to the lip. Siren, he's the only player on the scene to try and contend with this. He's playing back towards the pillars. The flashbang comes in. He turns quickly, looking for the snap. The adjustment is there, but he can't land the shots. Dexter, he's walked back in towards shop as well. He's looking over by L block. Hades walking in. Head gone. 5 versus 4 for the retake now then for Team Spirit.
They're scaling. Sphinx here from the bench with the Glock, trying to find something. It's Madden who answers out. He swings in the trades. They're going back and forth. Spirit comes out on top, but only barely, and not for very long as Madden finds that final headshot. They're pushing forward. They have the kit. They have the smoke, but that's dropped. That's killed by Madden. Patsy needs to go recover it if he wants even a chance to win this round, but are they going to let him? They do. It's a swing out from Madden and another headshot from him. 4 on the round for Madden, as it is going to be ENCE picking up the second half pistol and their 10th round in a row.
They're just running away with the game. You're going to have the far better weaponry to work with as well. They should be in a great position here to build such a lead against Team Spirit. Something has to be done. The response is to pull out the big investment as well. Dexter on the scout. You've got a 5.7s, a lot of utility, and the 1 kit on Magix.
Nade gonna come into window. Should find a bit of damage, actually. Yeah, 1 man on the right side. That is Chopper. He goes down to 65. Smoke is gonna land. They did boost 1 up into ladder. But it is just the 1 man over towards middle making all the noise. The play is over at A.
Not good. Gets the adjustment shot off onto Magix. Chopper, he's brought down to 43 HP as well. And the T's are scaling up onto the A side. Barrel's been seen for Dexter on the scout. He fires off the shot, but it won't be anything too obscene from him. Madden goes towards connector. Attention dragged onto jungle, but he still flicks back to find a header chopper and close him down. So Siren stuck in the cubby with a 5-7. He'll be spotted out from Snappy with a Mac 10. Easy pickings. And Dexter back over at the B site. He's got to save again.
So far, the force buy from Spirit, not even finding a single kill. This could be the first onto Snappy, and whoo-hoo, what a flick. I mean, he's in a 1v5 saving a scout, but that was still a nice shot.
Yeah, it's still sick to see. Looked like he was potentially lining up a quick second as well. Does find that head onto Hades, but that's where the save story will end as ENCE climb to 12.
And again, every time I talk, as soon as I'm pointing out that the force buy hasn't found a single kill, Dexter just gets 2 scout headshots, like, immediately.
Yeah.
I think I might be the most unlucky.
I think you were the most cursed commentator.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would agree with that sentiment.
It's like almost every time I say something, it's just the opposite happens. I'm so powerful.
You are, yeah. The biggest curses.
Yeah. Like, I'm actually, like, low-key deciding who wins rounds, just with my words. Not even low-key, it's high-key. Harry taught me how to do it.
The ways.
Yep.
Spinks has found the way to get an opening pick for free into this round, though, and Snappy, he's just running around on the A site. He knows that it is. He's cleared all the angles. They'll realise that everyone else is grouped up towards B. Bomb will be planted for Hades. And as clean as they can take this one, it will be the 13th round. Team Spirit, with a pistol investment, if they go walking round towards CT, it's going to be free farm for Snappy. Man on a Mat 10 making it look easy.
And he wants more. He's found 2, and he can sniff the ecos. He can smell them. He's scouting them out. He's like, I smell opponents around the corner. That Siren shows he isn't just an odor. He isn't just a sound made by emergency vehicle.
So, you know, like with a siren, right? If you said it went off, is that in like it's emitting something?
Okay, so this is actually a good question, because that too, but just the general idea of a siren. So a siren would be the sound, not the light, or is it a combination of the sound and light that makes it a siren? Because I think you can have a siren that's just audio, right? Like,
but isn't that an alarm?
No, because it like for example, during the World Wars, the air raid sirens, right?
Right.
There wasn't lights; it was just the audio.
Yeah, true.
So when they say like for example a police siren now or an ambulance siren or whatever, I think the siren is just the audio, whereas the lights are their own thing.
Ah, this actually makes sense because obviously then it sort of doubles back into like mythology, where you'd have like a siren that would basically be kind of like the noise that would be made from like mermaids. That they bait you in like fishermen.
Oh, they call it a siren.
Yeah, because you'd think that like it was a mermaid like singing to you. It was actually a siren that was baiting you in. So obviously the vocalization. All right, there we go. We figured it out.
Thank God.
Yeah, I'm glad we did. I was terrified. All right, good. That's another one solved.
Dude, we're out here just solving
like a mystery gang, aren't we?
I know. It's we should write a book for teenagers, young teens, about how we solve mysteries while casting Counter-Strike.
And we could have a dog.
Yeah, 100%. Gotta have a dog.
Well.
Oh no way.
Oh, Siren. He gets the backstab off, but they've been able to leak out into the B site and ENCE. Uh-oh, they're going to be so close to a 14th round here. It's up to Chopper to try and bring it back. Chopper, ooh, he will hit the hit onto Spinks. Apparently a follow-up kill on Snappy as well, and suddenly we're down to a 2v2. A winnable retake. Hades with 16 HP. He's backing around and looking to try and take the peak through the pillar. Oh. Timing could be everything. They're walking up. He's seen a barrel. What's he doing? He hard pre-fires after seeing the barrel. Madden in a 1v1. He spotted him out as well. He's going to swing on the right-hand side. Is he ready for it? No! Team Spirit, stay in the round.
And what on earth just happened with Hades? He had the perfect position. I was ready to praise his repositioning.
Yeah.
It was such a good play. He got a timing when he saw them both towards door, and he crossed over to that far side, got into the perfect round-winning position, and then with low HP, he sees the barrel, and he just panics. He completely panicked. And Madden, with that smoke dropped, wasn't able to secure it. And I don't know how Team Spirit has won a 2v4 retake on the B site. Obviously, off the 2 kills from Chopper towards Van were massive. There, miss from Hades as they cross the boost. That was the boost I was talking about in the first half. Works very well. All pop short. Ooh. Somehow, that's a tag through the wall. 40 damage onto Madden. Very lucky to be alive, and he's not going to be alive for much longer. As Chopper says, no, you should be dead.
Yeah, Chopper being the Undertaker. Great shots from him on a retake. Dihar, though, still being a death dealer as he finds to slip up onto the face of Magix. But if Chopper's alive, the round is certainly not over. All on Hades in a 1 versus 4. Dexter will down him. He gets his 2k into the round. And Team Spirit starting to get a bit of a comeback now on the CT side.
If that is how ENCE ends up losing this game, like if Spirit makes a huge comeback here on CT, brings it all the way back, because that would have been ENCE on 14. It would have been Spirit broke, so they would have likely given up 15, and then ENCE could have just closed it out 16-5, right? That's literally the timeline you're looking at if ENCE doesn't get 2v4'd on B post-plant. So if that is the catalyst, which starts this huge comeback from Spirit, that will be absolutely heartbreaking for ENCE.
It would be despicable if that's the way the game starts to go. Chopper, he really does want to get them back in it to win it, though. He's been a huge difference maker for them. 14-17, finally goes down. Dihar with a smart play as well. Shoots the rifle closer to his teammate so that he can come running out from underpass and attempt to grab the weapon. Madden instead walks past it and grabs the M4 that's in connector.
And Patsy peeks out, and he's actually going to find the frag. He's been having a pretty slow game, 5-17, but that's a huge one for him to win. If he goes down there, they lose control of short, and the team still have control of connector as Snappy lands the headshot. The jump peek from Patsy, he's going to go down. It is Siren to answer back. He's down to just 19 HP, though, and now they're waiting. The lurk is coming up short from Dihar. He does have support on the way. That's Magix. He's in the market. He's holding the cross, and can Dihar land the headshot? That is the ultimate question here.
45 seconds left on the clock. Magix trying to be the bodyguard in the shop. It gets a little bit awkward from Dihar when he can't hit the shot. It all falls onto Sphinx now. 1 versus 3. 14 and 19 HP respectively there for Siren and Magix. 30 seconds to work with. He's walking his way to the back. He's seen a little bit of skin. Knows where one player is. Tries to bait them out with a bomb plant. And they do swing in together. Close. Dangerous. But the round going the way of Team Spirit.
And they were both low, so that Galil spray transfer could have been the kill. If one of those bullets lands, then Sphinx is all of a sudden in a round where he's in a 1v1 against Dexter. But Spirit, they go up to 8, and they've finally broken the economy of ENCE. And look at that round right there, round 19. Remember that round. If Spirit bring this one all the way back, if they're able to beat ENCE, round 19 is the round where it all fell apart.
Was the catalyst, the misplay off the back of spotting the gun barrel, causing them to charge in and try and go for the bold spray. Here, Patsy being bold on short. He charges out. In the meantime, Dexter's found an opening frag as well towards close connector. All of the kills going the way of Team Spirit. This should surely be a 13-9 scoreline.
Yeah, there's one man towards top middle. Can Sphinx do anything? There's the first. Patsy goes down. Just a rough game for him, to be honest. Siren finds Snappy lurking. And so it is Sphinx now. He's going towards middle. There's 3 people here towards connector. One's now made their way over to window. Flash is going to come in. The swing will come out. They'll know that he could be towards chair or still potentially behind the mid boxes. Minute left on the round. Can Sphinx find another one? Chopper's holding for him. Any damage he can do is significant. The money isn't great for the CT side. Dexter's really the only one who has anything in the bank as he lands another headshot onto Chopper. The MP9 is being grabbed. The swing should come out as they do it together, and Sphinx flanks up and lands another one, but the swing from Magix is able to close it out in the end. But 3 kills is huge. That's so many rebuys. They need to drop. It's going to come. So you know what? All that damage potentially could play a significant factor. Not in this next round, but in the round after that.
Oh, man. The fact that they were giving him the 1v1s as well, as soon as he hits 3 of them, you're thinking, okay, this is entirely doable. Like, he was feeling it.
Yup. Half a second more, and he would have had time to adjust onto Magix as well. If he lands that. Whew.
Crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. So 13-9, Team Spirit, they have been grinding this game back. They don't want to give it up for free here in the best of one. They don't like the look of going 0-1 here in the EU RMR. But ENCE are doing everything they can to make that become a reality.
So we do see the buy coming back in for ENCE now. Hades and Snappy don't have the full utility. But that's not going to be a huge problem for them, I don't think. Aggression in towards Palace here. 2 CTs pushing it, and there's one man close ramp. They're relying on Dexter's op here at B. He's completely by himself. They're counting on him to hold this down, and the split is actually coming in, which is the one counter to this play. This solo B play is fine if they're going out upper B, but now he has to worry about 2 spots, and he gets timinged. Right when he looks over to short is when D-Hawk jumps across his screen, lands the headshot. Dexter's not able to respond. The rotation's in from Siren. He's tagged down, now eventually dead, as Sphinx is going to try to get the bomb down, but Snappy loses out on the fight with Magix, but it's not going to matter. The save has already been called. Chopper and him, they're going to fall back.
Well, the Chopper's walking up, going for a very aggressive play inside of the shop. He could be walking up onto Hades, close in the smoke with a Krieg.
Doesn't have a kit.
Or he finds the head, turns it into a 1v2. Magic's now wrapping back round onto short. He's actually trying to help him out. They want to make a play out of this, but the problem is as soon as he goes down, now you do have to commit to the save. That can't happen anymore. Both of you fall, so this works out even better for ENCE.
And now is when all those kills in the previous round, look at the effect it's had on Team Spirit's economy. ENCE, 1 round away from match point, and Spirit have a huge decision to make. Do you force into this one and try to deny the match point, or do you take the save here and you play for overtime? It's a massive call to make. That's why we see the tactical pause coming out. It's a huge decision. What is the choice going to be? Ooh, Roaster.
Turning up the heat with a fire damage. And D-Ha has had a lot of impact. He has been relatively crisp for them. 21 frags to his name at the minute. 14 Molotovs used.
It's a lot of mollies.
Yeah, thrown out all the Molotovs.
They go for the force. Very bold call.
Okay, so MP9, FAMAS, and M4.
No kits and almost no utility. They only have 1 smoke, 1 molly left on the map.
Yeah, this is really quite rough for them. Passy has that only smoke in the back pocket. They're going to have to do something a bit more audacious. You can't play this like a normal gun round with what you've got. Sustainability is at an all-time low. And D-Ha, he's out towards apps early. He's hunting for an opening pick towards the B site. Siren, he wants to post up with a 5-7 playing on the close angle. Any risky maneuver here could result in a tap straight to the head from D-Ha, and then they would execute out off the back of the contact. They have the bomb waiting there as well. Smoke goes in towards mid-window, flash out to try and clear mid, and they're getting ready for this.
They're scaling forward. D-Ha's looking for the opening. If he doesn't clear towards Van, he could have a problem as Magix finds the first onto Madden, and it is traded back. Dexter in the site. He's landed the dink, and the force from Team Spirit. They found 4 kills. It's just Snappy, the in-game leader with the MAC-10. Can he find the response? He gets one, but Patsy with the M4, and somehow Spirit make that one work.
Dangerously close, but it works out. And Team Spirit, they are still in this game. 14-10 now. The CTs, they've come alive. They're winning rounds that they absolutely have to. It was do or die. If they lost that, it would have been match point for ENCE. No money for Spirit, and surely a closed game. Instead, all they've got to do now is match the split that we're seeing here. Take 4 rounds, 1 at a time. Close it back to a 14-14 scoreline. And then and there, the last 2 rounds will decide if it's going to be a 16-14 or an overtime game. Again, B side being 4-4.
They're scaling forward. The flash is good, but Snappy's not able to find it. Of course, the flash from Hades also partially blinding him. D-Hall with one eventual trade. The rotations are already coming in, though. There's 3 CTs here. They have the crossfires. There's no way for Sphinx. We've seen him with this Deagle, but not this time. not able to land it, not able to get the headshots that he had previously. So again, Spirit deny ENCE their match point. 14-11. Now we are going to see another buyout from ENCE. And what is the call going to be? Where are the plays going to be going towards? They favored B a lot in this game, but in the recent rounds, it hasn't been working.
One round is all they need. Match point has been dangling under their nose time and time again throughout this T-half. And again, seems like early on they want to gravitate somewhat towards the B-side D-half, back into the apartments, but the whole place is set ablaze.
And the flashes come out towards the mid-ramp, and Chopper finds the opening on Madden through the smoke. And they are going back towards upper B. It's just one man here, Siren. He has the M4. He might have just got timinged. He's going to cross over. When he peeks this window, D-Haw's already going to be out. Siren, he's tucked away in the back of the site. Peeking out. Finds the first player, but can't find the kill. D-Haw lands the headshot. The rotations are in through market, but it's not going to matter. Bomb is going to go down. And they have control of the site. 4 versus 4 now. Need to use this utility. That's the mistake. They have so many nades. Drop that smoke.
They throw out the Molotov. It's a stalemate. They're all just grouped up together. No response from the CTs. Time ticking away. D-Hawk in a prime time position to slay as well, but Magic gets the opening shot off. They hard commit to the spam. Hades with one. There's the follow-up frag, and they are starting to buckle under the pressure. It's just Dexter, and surely he can't do this. No time. He's got the kit, but he's not in a great spot for it. Flash over the top. Wide swing from Hades. He will cut his way through him, but D-Hawk shuts him down. 25 kills now as he gets a 2K in the round, and they make it to match point.
And Spirit gamble. I was talking about in the previous, right before that last round started, how ENCE, they've been favoring B, but it hasn't been working. Spirit with the same thought, gamble heavy towards mid and A. They just left the one man inside of that B site, that was Siren, and he wasn't able to find any kills when they came out. Wasn't able to stay alive for the rotations, wasn't able to find any frags, and the immediate response from ENCE is to set up for the A execute.
Team Spirit, one mistake will cost them the game. And Magix, he goes running into the arms of Snappy. Chopper, he jumps up and hits the kill back onto Madden, leaving him in a 4v4, but there's even more damage to be done by the T's as Hades slays against Chopper. The last 3 CTs have 2 pistols and a 1 AWP on Dexter. Dexter hits the kill on Hades as he tries to charge through the smoke, but this is not going to be easy to keep themselves in the game. But the 5-7s are still finding frags. Somehow they're making it look winnable. They grab the guns off the corpses as well.
And this post plant's not even actually that good for the T's. They know that he's tucked away in the firebox, but he does land the kill on the player jumping. And now Dexter, he has the op. He needs to land this frag as he peeks out, but the nade is dropped. 1 versus 1. Dexter, he doesn't have a kit, Jack. He can't find the bomb and he doesn't have a kit. It's playing it off to the right with no kit. He's out of time. He needs to recover one. He hasn't been able to. That is game over. ENCE are going to be your winners. They're going to be the ones who pick up their first win here at the RMR. They're going to go up to that 1-0 group, and they are going to avoid entirely that potential matchup with G2.
Yeah, that's the big picture that we were talking about. With the upset win against G2, they are lurking in the depths of the 0-1 games, and that is where we're going to see Team Spirit falling as ENCE are able to pick up their victory here in their opening game. A tight affair, one that looked like it was going to be a grave mistake, as you were saying, back in round 19.
Yeah.
The play towards the B side, the overcommit with a spam on what was a round-winning position. It all looks really scary from that point, but they do stop it from turning into the upset. Yeah,
I mean, realistically, like I was saying in the moment, that game could have ended 16-5, right? If they win that round at round 19, then Team Spirit's money's broken. ENCE has a good buy. They're going to get on to 15. It's going to be 15-5, and then there's just one more gun round to decide if the game's over or not, right? Eventually, ENCE are able to close it out, though. And remember, Spirit went up 5-1 on their T side, and then ENCE won out the rest of the half to make it a 10-5 half. So that was absolutely massive that they were able to bring this all the way back on their CT side.
Oh, it was indeed, great response from them, great comeback. Chopper, I feel like he had such a performance for them.
Yeah.
T side, he was finding open picks. CT side, he was trying to keep them in the game. doing everything he could, but all in all, just didn't really work out. Dexter not having the best game as well.
No.
It's a shame, man. He had the AWP, just didn't have many opportunities to actually find those picks.
Yeah, he wasn't having a terrible game or anything. We did see one crucial miss in that last round right there. I think it was Snappy swinging out of apartments inside of Palace, and he was on the stairs, he was posted, he just missed the shot, and sometimes it happens. You know, oppers, they can't be perfect. He did manage to get the op into his hands a whole lot of times with all the saves he had, especially on the T side. But yeah, I mean, he didn't have a lot of impact. It wasn't his best game. Wasn't a bad game, wasn't his best game. It's sort of that sort of sums up Spirit, I think, in that one, to be completely honest. It was like, wasn't bad, wasn't their best. ENCE take the win, they move on.
Yeah, we've definitely seen a lot better forms of Team
Yeah.
Spirit. That didn't really look like their true selves in that game, and the problem is, now you have to wake up very quickly, because who knows how that round 2 draw is going to go, man. If you're facing against G2, that's going to be rough, because that's G2 that are now going to be annoyed, thinking, right, we have to win. We can't afford to go 0-2.